Safety of shearing. Be careful when handling sheet metal, the edges are sharp. Only one person at a time can use the guillotine. Guillotine must be fitted with a guard to protect the operator, you. Pre-operational safety checks. Before you get the machine going, there are some steps you'll want to follow to make sure everything is in order. Make sure you're wearing the appropriate protective gear, safety glasses, earmuffs, leather gloves, appropriate footwear and tight-fitting clothing should be worn during operation. Hair must be tied back to avoid getting it caught in the machine, and don't forget to take off any rings or jewelry as well. Make sure to observe the area for any other personnel and make sure it's safe to start. Use all the supplied safety guards, material hold-downs and punch strippers. Make sure all safety guards and devices are in place. Make sure to familiarize yourself with the instructions to ensure you know what all the buttons and functions of the punch and shears are. Operational safety checks. Now that you've completed the pre-operational safety checks, you're ready to use the machine. Whilst using the machine, it's important to adhere to these rules closely. Only one operator should be using the punch and shears machines at a time. This is very important as they're made to be operated by a single person at a time. A supervisor should be present to observe. Note, the supervisor should be qualified to do so. If the machine is large enough, then it is appropriate for it to be operated by two users if it has two separate roving pedals. Know the limits of the machine. Do not use them in a capacity that'll overextend their capabilities because it could cause damage to the machine, the sheet or metal, and in some cases to yourself and others. Whilst the punch and shears are operational, keep far away from any moving parts. Make sure that both of your hands are far away from any pinch points in the machine. You must always pay attention to what you're doing. Do not be on your phone or be distracted by others whilst the machine is being operated. You must always be ready to take your foot off the roving pedal control in case a mistake is made. As well, always paying attention, you must never leave the machine alone whilst it is operational. Post-operation procedure. After you've finished using the machine, there are some things that you should do to effectively and appropriately power down the machine. Make sure all the switches are turned off and the machine and the area around it is left clean and tidy. Before any maintenance is done on the machine, lock it out and unplug it from the main power supply. If maintenance is required, it must be carried out by a licensed and qualified professional. Everything done must follow the processes and procedures described in the manual.